All right, so got wifey with me. We're gonna go downtown Chicago and gonna ask folks how they feel about my hat, and we should get some interesting responses. Hopefully we don't get pepper sprayed or nothing like that. I don't think that's gonna happen.
It just might.
It just might.
You don't know if you voted for me or for Trump. Then you
ain't black. So we gonna see.
The virtue part, this should be interesting.
It's gonna be really interesting.
Every community needs a group of angelic troublemakers.
Sounds like a demon to me.
LGBT.
I hope I don't steal the show.
Yeah, you are. Just might steal the show. Get us stoned. Oh damn, they look like they got all LGBT shit.
Nobody yet. Really? What's going on? So we didn't get the rest of the video, and we didn't get the rest of the conversation. But at the end, he like kind of passive aggressively told me, "Don't get shot." I'm like, and I look at my girl like, what the fuck you mean by don't get shot? Like, we in Hyde Park. Ain't nobody finna shoot us in Hyde Park. I wish we would have got that on camera though.
How you doing there? All right, yourself. What is it?
Yeah, so I'm making a YouTube video and stuff. It's my first video. I just wanted to, go over and get some reaction stuff. Okay, who am I here with today?
Well, my name is Daryl.
Wow. My name is Daryl, and funny, her father's name is Daryl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? So, first, I just want to ask you, how do you feel about me wearing this hat?
Well, it make America great again. Well, America should be great again. I mean, it's one of the best countries in the world, and like I say, and I think that what they need to do, they need to set up programs before guys get out of prison, go on a patrol, or you're hunting for somebody anytime, anywhere. So it's hard to defend against that. I mean, it's hard to defend what you don't see coming. You know what you're looking for. Out here, the element of surprise can hit you anytime, anywhere. In this country, I really don't understand how you get people with Yale degrees, Harvard degrees. It could be done.
Right.
So the same with America.
So I want to ask you one more question.
Yeah.
Do you love white people?
Do I love white? I love all people. See,
do you love white people?
Do I love?
Do you love white people?
I love everybody. I mean, well, let me express that. Let me express that to you. I've been around the world. I mean, I understand that what blacks go through, what everybody go through. Now, this is what I'm speaking for myself. If I went around and I said I would dislike this race or that race, I would isolate myself. Okay, that means I can't get no help.
Right.
Some help is better than no help,
right.
And in any race, everybody has something to offer. And that's the same with like and dislike. You see what I'm saying? Did that answer your question?
Yeah, it did. So, do you love black people?
Do I love black people? Well, let me go back what I was saying.
In a short answer.
Yes, but I base everything on human race.
Right.
Human race, because on this planet we are human beings, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't like the separation that people create.
Mm-hmm.
See, racism is created.
Right, it is.
I like it more as we're all on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
We all should love each other on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
And I look at it as just the human race.
Right.
And look at it like that.
Right. So, do you support the LGBTQ?
What is that? That's the. Well, I tell you what. If I'm so much in somebody's business, I need to be paying their bills.
Right.
Now I have the right to say something. So
right.
I leave that blank. I mean, you ever heard the saying, "Men of a feather flock together"?
Yep.
I mainly like military personnel, so I would flock with that.
Hello, my name is Admiral Rachel, and I have the honor of being the Assistant Secretary for Health at the United States Department of Health and Human Services. Happy Pride. Happy Pride Month, and actually, let's declare it a summer of pride.
But as far as that, I mean, it's not my field. It's not really in my field of what I really get into. I don't get into that.
Right.
This is what this is about.
How do you think I got it on? Straight from the Trump
Wait a
store.
minute. How do I feel about your hat?
How do you feel about a black man wearing a Make America Great Again hat?
That's to each his own.
To each his own?
Yeah.
What about you?
Oh, I don't know. I just had to clear my palate.
I mean, if that's what you want to do.
Okay. Next question. Do you love white?
Why did you decide to wear that hat?
Oh, I support Trump all the way.
And what do you support about him that makes you want to support him? Like, in what way?
I support what he did for businesses. I supported the tax cuts. I support building a wall around the country. You know, I support getting this craziness out of schools.
What craziness that you think are in the schools?
For example, I believe that we shouldn't be teaching kids about sexuality at all in school. That's something you teach your kids. Parents should teach their kids that. That's not the school's job.
So, if, like, somebody brings that into the school because the parent told them to, then...
I don't think that should be happening.
Well, how are you going to stop them?
By passing laws
So you're going to pass laws for what?
to not make schools explicit.
What if they're not getting that taught at home?
Well,
Everything that is supposed to be taught at home is not taught at home. That's why most teachers are considered babysitters,
Right. And
mothers, fathers, and
Yes.
things of that nature because they're not getting that at home.
right, and that's the fault of the parents.
Yeah,
The
but
schools
if
shouldn't
and that is
compensate
true.
for what the
that
parents
may
aren't
be the
doing.
fault of the parents. But if the school decide to, we're still going to teach the child to make sure the child have an understanding. Is that the school fault and they're wrong for that?
No, it's not the school's fault. It's always the parents' fault because the parents brought the kids here, and you have your own responsibility to raise your child. You can raise your child the way you want to, but when you lack as a parent and you leave other people to pick up the slack, you don't know if they're doing it in good faith. And 9 times out of 10, it's not in good faith.
But you said 9 times out of 10, but 9 times out of 10 they may be doing it in good faith because they're not getting it at home.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Well, for example,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
for example, sexuality books and sexually explicit books. Like I've seen books that was in the schools, and they were talking about how little boys can perform oral and anal sex on other little boys.
You seen those books?
I have a picture in my phone. I could show it to you after this, but that's in the schools, and our governor just passed the anti-book banning bill, which means he's banning the banning of books. So you can't take books out of the school anymore, and these books are already in the schools. So
I've never seen that book.
yeah, he passed it a couple weeks
No, I'm
ago.
talking
Right?
about what was the name of this book?
You know,
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
I don't know. I just don't think to me those books are being in school.
okay. Well, I encourage everybody to just pay attention. I'm not saying you're not paying attention, but it is out there. Even if it's just one, that's one too many. So who am I here with today?
Nick?
Nick.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Nick with the ice cream.
Yeah, from McDonald's. Yeah.
Got it from McDonald's? I know that's right.
Yeah.
So, just one question. How do you feel about me wearing this hat?
I think that's okay. I mean, you have the right to wear it.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. Do you love white people?
I mean, I love all people, so.
Do you love white people?
I mean, it depends on who they are, If it's a good person, why not,
Okay. Do you love black people?
Yeah.
Gotcha, bitch.
Of course, it depends on the person,
Do you believe in white supremacy?
No. I don't know.
Yeah. Right.
Do you?
No, not at all. It's made up.
Okay.
It's made up. Do you believe in racism?
No.
It's also made up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Pretty base, man. Appreciate talking to you.
Okay,
Take
man.
it easy, man.
Thank you.
So, who am I here with today?
Jax and
Alina.
yeah,
Lena, how y'all doing today?
good.
Pretty
Yeah.
good.
That's good. Okay, so first question, how do you feel about me wearing this hat?
I mean, I'm not a fan of him, so yeah. But you have a right to like who you like. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much same. Maybe surprising, but
Surprising? Why is it surprising?
because Trump's been pretty racist in the past.
What has he said that was racist?
I guess in particular, especially about like building the wall and everything. Like he really wants to keep, illegal people
immigration,
out.
but it feels a little more like less about immigration because of how extreme it is, Like it feels like it's more about just like the things he says, like they're gonna bring drugs and blah blah blah, and it's like a lot of illegal immigrants work normal jobs.
Yeah, so I personally don't think it's like, I don't think it's just all immigrants. It's just the ones that come over here illegally. Like so how do you feel about the wall?
I mean, I get taking an isolationist perspective in the U.S. and like, wanting to provide jobs to like people who are born and raised in the U.S. But it does feel extreme, a wall, It feels like there are other ways to handle immigration.
There's a wall in China.
I mean,
there's a wall
it's not
for Canada.
Yeah.
It's ancient. If we built the wall centuries ago, it'd also be ancient.
True,
Well,
but we're
today,
not.
It seems like, we're not relying on that type
So,
of
do you have walls around your house?
No.
You don't have walls around your house.
I mean, oh, sure.
I'm like,
Sure,
you living on the street then.
Spare change, ma'am. Squidward?
Yeah.
So, what's the point of having walls around your house?
I mean, so people can't
To keep
come
people
in.
out, right?
My AC
So right, exactly. Got to keep the cool stuff inside. So what's the problem with wanting to keep a wall around our country?
I mean, I do understand like being more stringent about immigration, like
Illegal immigration.
Yeah, I do understand that. I guess the wall does feel like more symbolic.
Got him. We fucking got him.
Carrying and killing citizens that are
Every single
here.
Mexican person, not all of them would say that. It's a generalization. Like,
I'm asking them how they feel about.
I want to take over.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, y'all have
Have
a
a
good one.
great
Stay
day.
blessed.
What's the question?
Okay.
What's the question?
First, who am I here with?
Josiah.
Josiah, nice to meet you. First thing, how do you feel about me wearing this hat?
I don't care.
You don't care? I respect that. Do you believe in hate speech?
I think speech can be, I'd say so.
So what's an example of hate speech?
You say slurs.
Slurs. So
Are you going to say how slurs and how words in general are all based off what you believe and it's subjective? So slurs should be hate speech? Is that basically where we're going to get to?
I believe that, but if you want to jump straight to that, I do think that you give words power. So if I called you something, you give it power by reacting to it. You give it power.
But that doesn't mean that words can't also have power before that. If I
So-
call you ugly, it still has the power of me basically saying you're physically unappealing. Now, it might not affect your emotions. It doesn't mean that the word already doesn't have power associated. Because do you believe everything has energy associated with it already?
Not everything. Like unless physical things and like in practical sense, like
In the spiritual
energy
ways, in the
and
spiritual
spiritually,
sense.
you only spirits only have power if you give them power. You have to praise a spirit or give a spirit your power for it to even exist.
Okay,
so
let's say-
same thing with words.
But that doesn't control how someone else feels.
Right. So if they don't feel it, it doesn't exist.
I guess you could say that.
It only has power if you give it power.
Okay, by that logic, since you're stronger than me, and if I punch you, you might not feel it as hard, so you shouldn't do anything about it, right?
Well, punching somebody is different than calling somebody ugly, because physically is different than giving somebody words.
Okay, let's say I fist bumped you like that to your arm. Technically, that punch had no power, but you could still feel threatened by it and still chose to punch me at full force. I can't control how you're
so the whole thing about power, there is kinetic energy, and you do transfer power through the punch, whether it was a light punch or a hard punch. Still, in a sense, power. But another question: Do you love white people?
I don't really think of anything like that. I wouldn't just say a blanket term as if like that. No, I wouldn't just say that.
So you don't love white people?
No.
I'm gonna ask
I
for
just
other
said
people
I wouldn't
too.
answer a question like that.
So you don't love white people?
No,
Okay.
I wouldn't say specifically that I love a whole race. I don't have anything against white people.
Okay. Do you love black people?
I'd say yeah.
Got him.
So you don't love white people?
No. You're gonna be like, why I didn't say yeah for both?
You know where I'm going.
I get what
Come
you're
on now.
going with that. But at the same time, you say that wolves, for example, they love other wolves. If I put a stray dog with the wolves are gonna kill it, right? Are they gonna love it?
A house dog is not a wolf.
Okay, there's different species of wolves. There's gray wolves, there's European wolves, there's Indian, there's Middle Eastern.
Just to
So if I put a Middle Eastern wolf around a lot of gray wolves, the gray wolves will murder the other wolf.
I am a 27-year-old transgender woman I am a wolf-therian and a member of the furry fandom.
Hang on a second, my friend is calling.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?